Let's try this again one more time. It's acting like it's on. Like this time I see colored lights. So my inner kid is like being such a brat today. She wants to like play dress up and like go back to her youth of like modeling days and have a photographer and like not be like dependent on any like mainstream magazine or any like dumb stuff, just like self procreating like positive imagery and like symbolism, yet also capturing essence of like the moment and like, play. Like, yeah, I've totally picked up these super awesome shorts and they have like a lot of like really cool small details that I just think are super cool. And then yeah, I have this like cool shirt that I put together with this other cool shirt. And then I got these really cool shoes and like these really cool like contrasted ideas of expressing and allowing self to be heard. And like I love photography. Like I used to love capturing other people. Like I just need to feel like I have a family, okay? And like I like the idea of creating a photography family and bringing together like all these great people that have like this eye and this vision. However, like most of my crew are people that like I know or even once knew or that know of me or whatever story drama, again, story narrative that you need. And they're all in Fort Lauderdale and like obviously not like 100% resonating, you know what I mean? Like some of you might know the stories of like Marilyn Monroe and how like she had like these intimate relationships with her like photographer and like these people were able to capture like her essence. It's really hard to translate and I just believe that like everyone contains this essence and I enjoy being that individual that captures that essence in the way that I connect and see and feel with your energy. And for me it's not so much about like making a business out of it. Of course like it would be amazing to like profit off of something that like comes natural, you know what I mean? However, like it's like almost like a manipulative job sometimes. Like sometimes you have to convince people of your worth. Like, yeah, you should hire me this so I do this job for you, like you don't want to do that, let me do this. Or like, oh, I'm good at this, or like you need this, so let me hook you up with this because I can do this and this. So you need some graphics, though like everybody wants everything for free or trade. And like there's also like a benefit of that. However, when like governments or society is built in a structure that you're codependent on this currency or this token or whatever, you know what I mean, that like it's important that we show each other like here's a token, here's a legit. However, like there's all these other conditions upon it, right? Like everyone wants a piece of your time, your energy, and like your human capital. Did you know that humans are listed as human capital in the Agenda 21 book? So we are like a value. Mankind is a value to the society. Okay? Being smart is like painful. Did you know smart means painful? Did you know? So our smartphones like are kind of like not smart because they're kind of tearing us apart from each other. I'm grouchy. My inner kid says, I need to stop eating cow meat. I got the craving for tacos and I gave in and I ate the tacos and then I didn't even like bless the food or thank the cow or anything. I was just like, and I believe that it's like causing my face to be like oily, and I'm also like really struggling with like this reflex of like self-care and like drinking water and like self-serve. Like I would love to get with Joy Kimmel and figure out like more about like that because she's the only person that I know like hands-on in person that kind of like knows about this stuff that I'm trying to like know more about until like I can afford or be in a place and time where I can actually align with a class of like that stuff. If I can even like mentally absorb that stuff, sometimes I feel like I need a personal teacher like hands-on like teaching me stuff like through action and being instead of just like da 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 preach, here's a video, da 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 da, like somebody to really be able to sit with you and figure out like where you're at mentally and then be able to deliver you that information. And those people that you can trust like with your mental space, so like give them like, yes, I'm gonna let you yell into my ears or examples like that. House, 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 house. So my inner kid wants to play and I'm being really lazy. I got a lot of stuff in the car that needs to come out of the car from going on adventures and bringing tools and Tupperware and like all these different things. Again, another reason why I wish I had a team. Like, hey crew, will you help bring in the stuff from the car? Like, everything's heavy and I kind of like want to keep my high heels on. I just would like to just sit here, and actually I need to take these shoes off and rub my feet because it just hurts, because like they're being suffocated, because we've been subconsciously conditioned and controlled to think that women are more beautiful when their calves are half raised and put into these painful devices that leave like shoemakers like Louboutin making these extreme quotes that talks about the more painful, the more beautiful, and symbolisms like that. I like when I like rough and tumble play. Maybe I just need like a big puppy that I can like play fight with. But then I feel like that might be too distracting, because I feel like I'm in this process of building and generating and gathering and just like experiencing life in the most like free possible way that I could, like having complete freedom. Of course nothing is free, everything takes time, energy, and like trade, and then like there's balance and quantum mechanics and all these different things. But bear with me, and thank you for those of you who enjoy Trina medicine and completely understand and are forever patient and caring and loving and kind. Thank you. Notice if you can do this with me, you can do this with you and with everyone else too. Though it's your choice to see eye to eye. And feel free to ask and question, identify, explore, and be clear in your communication of your findings, of your witnessing. Truth, trust, surrender. Aho, house. Mwah.